Well, here we are, kids. Time for SOS Stevi On Scandal. Now, as you all know, I don't have a theme song, so I was thinking about using one of those leftover theme songs that nobody's heard in a really long time from the old Mickey Mouse Club. No, the really old Mickey Mouse Club. It goes a little like this. Today is Tuesday, you know what that means. It's time for Stevie's SOS. Okay, friends. Please don't leave me with that theme song. Just as we thought, Huck has gone ballistic. He's crazy. Crazier. Craziest. He blew Liv off and he is stalking Eli Pope like the last piece of sweet potato pie on Thanksgiving. We know there's going to be bloodshed. To the White House. We got Curly, Moe, and Larry, or Cyrus, Melly, and Fitz, in one of their fantastic scenes. Melly's feeding baby Teddy. Fitz is saying baby Teddy can feed himself. Cyrus is on one of his mega rants about how they're going to go to Camp David for a romantic weekend. The only thing Fitz and Melly agree on is that they are not going to go together. Meanwhile, everybody is screaming. Melly screaming, Fitz screaming, Cyrus screaming. Baby Teddy, he is oblivious to it all. Just silently sitting there eating. I don't know, something might be wrong with him. Anyway, I can't really decide if baby Teddy is cute or not. What do y'all think? Back at OPA, they have a new client, which they're really happy about, because that whole mess with the affair being on TV really shut down their client base for a little bit. Anyway, Mary Smith has come in. She leaving with an envelope say, I got to go right now because I got an appointment on Capitol Hill. When the associates uncover a few irregularities with Mary Smith's check, Liv said, I better go to the Capitol, see what's happening. Capitol, some fool done made a run for it, talking about he got to talk to the president about Operation Remington, which really makes our ears perked up, because that's what we're trying to find out about, right? And so, the next thing you know, Melly, Fitz, everybody's in the bunker. Fitz and Melly mad at each other. Secret Service threatening to tackle Fitz if he said he got to get out, because Fitz said he had to get out because he's going to have to find Olivia, baby. We know that's what he's trying to do. But they said no, the terror threat's been raised. Anyway, Liv gets to the Capitol and she finds Mary Smith with a bomb strapped to her, trying to go all jihad, talking about her son was killed by the government and he wasn't a terrorist and blah, blah, blah. Honey, we know it's really crazy now. Eli Pope is somewhere meeting with the guy in the White House that made a run for it in the White House. Eli gives the guy some money. The guy said, you know, I was the only honorable person in Operation Remington. Again, that perks our ears up. He was the only honorable person in it, but we know Jake and Fitz was in it too. Okay, what does that mean? Anyway, Eli tell him he should probably take the money and be quiet, lay on the low, okay? And we can only hope he took his advice. After a lot of back and forth with the associates and Ernie Hudson, honey, Ernie Hudson keep a job as somebody's guard. Prison guard, something guard. Now he at the White House, being the head of something. Anyway, that was a shout out to my friend Ernie Hudson. So, here we go. Cyrus tried to punk David Rosen. Honey, David went in on Cyrus, started dropping names, and then Cyrus was forced to call the president in there, and they had to tell David what was going on, and next thing we know, they on the phone telling Olivia. The president say, listen, I'm going to need you not to react. So then he tells Liv that the mama's right. Then Liv hangs up. They don't know if she going to tell the mama she right, or if she going to hold up the bloodstained banner and keep to the party line. Liv does what she's supposed to. She keeps to the party line. The mama breaks down. She says, turn yourself in. I'm going to be your lawyer. We're going to get you out of this. The lady say, okay. The senator walks out. Liv walks out. Baby Mary Smith closed that door and blew up the office and herself. Wow. Wow. Now you know, I got to talk about Melly's drunk scene. Flawless. Flawless. Melly's in the room, in the dark, drinking. You know it's problems when you're drinking in the dark. You know that, right? And then Fitz comes in and she gives him some of what she's drinking. He makes a face. She says, "It's hooch. My daddy made it." Are y'all kidding me? Mellie's daddy makes hooch. Now, I don't want to point this out, Shonda, because I know you hate it when we try to tell you what you're doing. But if I recall, Mellie was supposed to be political blue blood, practically royalty. Southern, upstanding, good family. That's what we heard. Now you're trying to tell us her daddy make hooch. Okay, well, maybe we'll get the whole story sooner or later. She said, "I'm celebrating." Honey, her little education went right out the window. She said celebrating. That's just what she said. So Fitz said, "I'm surprised you celebrating because Olivia lived." She goes, "Oh, I didn't want her to die." Fitz said, "I thought that's exactly what you would want." She said, "Honey, the nails, the wood, how you would have hung her to the cross, hammered her on the cross. Baby, Mellie was flawless in that. Did you love it? You had to love it. Honey, I'm going to let you know. She's very Southern when she's drunk. So, Fitz was just sitting there looking at her. Did you see the way he was looking at her? Which makes me say again, I don't think we really know the real Fitz. He was just staring at her like, I don't want to say like he was staring at Verna right before. Well, you know. But anyway. Huck was waiting for Olivia back at OPA. She said, "Did you kill my daddy?" No. She was looking scared. He was like, "Don't worry. I'm not going to kill you. I'm all killed out today." What? I'm all killed out today? That's crazy. Anyway, he told her how he should have killed her daddy, should have tied him up, should have found out if he had a family, but that's not what happened. Then we see the flashback and we see Eli Pope done made Huck kill the honorable man in Operation Remington. Are you kidding? So what did Huck say? He owns me. He owns me. Olivia gets home. Jake opened the door and greet her with a kiss on the cheek like they've been living up in there together for 100 years. Jake just got out the hole. The only reason he had Olivia's is because he ain't had nowhere else to go. And he trying to act like he up in there playing house. It ain't been but a week. A week, Jake. Get your mind right. Anyway, all I know is Jake. I don't trust him. I never have, if you recall. I was never Team Jake. Never. So, I still don't trust him. Olivia asked the question, "How are you here?" And she kept saying it, and I'm thinking, girl, did you forget you called Fitz and told him he better get Jake out? Did you forget that? I think she forgot it, because she kept saying, "How are you here? How are you here? Is he making you spy on me? Is he whatever? Jake told some side story about when I was in the hole, it was your face that kept me alive." I don't believe him. I do not believe Jake. I don't know if Olivia does or not. I plan on calling her and letting her know not to trust him. Anyway, at the end of the day, Jake, she said, he owns you. He owns everybody. And then she said, "Don't worry, he owns me too." Now, when she did that, it was with wine. This ain't wine. This is cranberry juice. Anyway, the big question of the whole night is anybody ever who we think they are? Tell me about it. What's your thoughts on the subject? Anyway, don't forget to click the subscribe button right down below this and post it so your friends can enjoy it too. And I'll see you next Tuesday. This was Stevie on Scandal.